I'm way too close. What is going on with this? What is this? That's no, that is not right. That is not right. There we go. That's better. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. That's crazy. Yeah. Sup? Good. Popping, cracking, percolating. What's really good? I'm pulling dual duty and everything. My brother Daryl selling comic books over there and whatnot. Y'all trying to get the comic book collection. Um, y'all might want to jump on that and everything like that. But I'm over here pulling some double duty. I'll make sure I can see me, because if I can see me, then I know we can see me. Then I know all of us can see us. So we gonna be good together like that right now. So I'm gonna check in and everything like that right there. Y'all getting ready to watch SummerSlam? Y'all getting ready to watch SummerSlam? Yeah, that's I'm checking to see if this me right here. This might not be me. This might not be me. I'm gonna go back to the live, see if I see me. I see one person. I see one person. I don't know. This weather might be bad. There we go. Back. There we go. Groovy Fee in the building. Okay, well I guess we lied then, because if Groovy here, it's a party, right? Right. Really do like the way. Show enough. Show enough. Show enough. So the reason for this spontaneous live today, I'm all about bridging the gap and everything like that. Like I said, I would have thought all of us would have been jumping up and down, you know, for hoops and everything like that. Someone over there on Twitter, X, says that now first of all, they're a Black Panther fan. I believe they Black Panther fan, and they said that Black Panther comic book fans were like viruses. I was like, wow, that's crazy. So I felt compelled to remind the individual that if it weren't for the comic book fans, regardless of what character we're talking about, um, as someone alluded to, telling their story, right? If you're talking live action or animation, there would be no interest there, and the interest got to start from someplace. And if you can admit you don't read comic books, then the interest for these characters didn't start with you. No harm, no foul. But one of the things he pointed out, now mind you, I'm gonna go ahead and say this: there are extremists in every group. Can we say that? There's always that little contingent of your group that's just, they prone to take stuff too far. You're like, hey, come on, man, come on. No, you ain't gotta do all that. It's like that in every demographic, right? Right. So I get that. But I'm like, you're saying, well, let me keep up. What say, Groovy? With comic fans don't have superhero medium from cartoon TV or more. You know what I'm saying? Because if the person that go watch the football games, right, ain't cheering loud enough, showing interest, buying enough merch and everything like that, ain't nobody trying to get no national TV worldwide deal with the NFL. No, that interest starts from somewhere. I don't know why we act like that's not relevant. So y'all know me. We trying to kumbaya that thing, right? We trying to kumbaya that thing. Says, with Black Panther fans, they got T'Challa and it wasn't enough. And that's such an open-ended statement, right? You had T'Challa and that wasn't enough. And so because I know what's enough, you know what's enough. If you got a favorite character, you know what's enough. So, but in wanting to be the person that builds the bridge, we bring all of us together and everything like that, I wanted to know what matters. What matters to a Black Panther MCU fan when it comes to Black Panther? You see how I'm doing that? What matters to a Black Panther MCU fan when it comes to Black Panther? Because I would think if that's your guy, woman, You see how I'm doing that? Whoever wearing the mantle over there in the MCU, if that's your person, right? I would like there are some feats you would like to have shown up in the MCU. Now, if you don't read the comics, you're not privy to know that those things have taken place. But now, I know as a comic book fan that those things have taken place. And not seeing them in the MCU definitely does rub me the wrong way. But the commonality there is supposed to be we're Black Panther fans. That's the commonality right there. We're supposed to be Black Panther fans. So what I want to know is, are there things that transpire in the comic books regarding Black Panther that would bother you if they did not show up in the MCU? Like, for instance, because this a few things rub me the wrong way, but I just want to ask. You either care or you don't, and that's fair. This is a safe space. This is a safe space. I'm asking for clarification. This is me going on my own little fact finding tour. No judge whatsoever. If T'Challa, a Black Panther, is the reason that Claw is missing an arm in the comic books, does it make you feel some type of way that Ultron got credit for that in the MCU? I'm just asking. I'm just asking the question. Does that make you feel? Because I know that made me feel some type of way. Because we're not gonna ever mess with Bruce's origin. We're never gonna mess with Peter's origin. It's gonna always be that spider. It's always gonna be Crime Alley. We're not gonna do that. It's gonna always be Krypton with Clark. Why we messing with my dog's origin story, right? Why we doing that? Because I know even an MCU fan know that Uncle Ben was the one that got deleted, and they know who did it. It was the dude that Peter let run right by him. Like I don't want to do that. Like why my dog origin story can't be like. So if you hear me tripping as a comic book fan, Black Panther, right? I'm just saying I'm thinking me and you should be tripping together is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking you be like, you know what, hell yeah, that's right. I'm not thinking you looking at me like, man, don't nobody give a damn about that. That's not what I'm thinking. But if that's what that is, that's what that is. But I'm not thinking that initially, right? Right. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. So, Feats of Black Panther that ain't show up in the MCU that make me feel some type of way. I know ain't nobody flying in Quinn nothing without T'Challa. Not to be confused with anybody, a Black Panther. He's a Black Panther. I'm saying to you, the Avengers ain't flying around in Quinn nothing without a Black Panther. I don't appreciate them showing up in Avengers flying around in a Quinjet and my dog ain't even get a shout out. I don't like that. Because I don't want nobody thinking Tony had anything to do with that. I don't want them things getting confused. No. This is not a Howard Stark thing. It ain't. The helicarrier, that's something different. You can take all the credit in the world you want to with that. But the Avengers flying around in the Quinjet, oh no, my dog got to get some type of credit. You can shout my dog out. You had my whole nation in a deleted scene from the first Iron Man, right? You did. Nick Fury got Wakanda sitting right there. Okay, well, why my dog can't get a shout out? Just shout him out. My dog ain't got to show up in the Avengers. Shout my dog out. Hey man, good looking on T'Challa designing the Avengers Quinjet. You don't feel no as a Black Panther MCU fan. I'm asking you, because like I said, that made me feel some type of way. But is that one of them things, as far as you concerned, don't matter? Because we all, to a degree, know who paid for the Justice League Watchtower. It's Bruce. We know who the fastest Flash is, and that dude was actually gone for damn near a decade. It's Barry. Mr. Speed Force himself. It's Barry. Okay, well, what I got going on right here that my dog is inventing some stuff. The reason why some stuff, a Black Panther. See how I didn't say the Black Panther. I'm being sensitive. I'm being sensitive. I'm being empathetic. I'm not saying the. I'm saying, hey, how we feeling that a Black Panther ain't even get credit for that? Because I'm telling you that now when we be talking about man, T'Challa ain't get credit for stuff, or a Black Panther didn't get credit for stuff, we be looking at stuff like that. We're like, mm, mm, mm. We get Steve so good, he's steadily running around saying, I'm talking about on your left, making my dog look super, super slow. But I can't get there. I'm trying to build a bridge. I'm trying to figure out what could they do in the MCU. Have they done anything in the MCU that you're not necessarily a fan of? As a Black Panther fan, have they done it? Like, have you liked every in it that's been made in the MCU? That's a fair question. That's a fair question, and I'm not judging. What we said, we ask and we shall not judge. Ain't that what they say? Yeah, that's what they say. We ask and we shall not judge. So I'm just trying, I'm gonna get in here with these notes if we can, if we will. See what we're looking like here. Live chat, it's gonna pull it on up. Yeah, we got Not Telling Me here. Now the new excuse is David is a good actor. He doesn't have to look like Black Panther. Grill, they keep moving the goalpost. See, he's a Black Panther. You see, I ain't even going down there. I'm not even chasing that rabbit. I'm not, because I understand that it's two different mediums. I get it. I understand. And my expectations might be different from somebody else's expectations. I went to my therapist. I got that. I got that. But I'm also trying to build this bridge, right? Right. And I can't do that by insulting or falsely labeling people. I can't. So what I'm trying to figure out is if we say at the end of the day, we're all Black Panther fans, just one is comics and one is in the MCU. Okay, cool. I know as a recast T'Challa fan, there were things that transpired with just the world of Wakanda in general I disagree with, right? But that's me disagreeing with it from a comic book point of view. So my question is, when we look at this thing, is there anything that, because like I said, I know what our concerns have been as far as comic book fans, right? But is there something that we had that's a concern that would have also been an MCU Black Panther's concern? Because I'm looking at it like this. If all you got is the MCU, that's cool. If that's all you got, right? But if that's all you got, are you actually listening to comic book fans, or are you just hearing they don't like the MCU? Because if we're all Black Panther fans, I would like to think there's there's a common ground there somewhere. Like, I don't even want to keep doing that. Like, there's some commonality there. Like, there should be some common concerns there. And so that's why I'm asking the questions, because what bothers me individually is I can have 3 generations of Batman fans. They can all have come into that character, Bruce Wayne, different ways. If I know there are some families blessed enough where there's 4 generations sitting up. So you got somebody that experienced it through the radio. You got somebody that experienced it on black and white television. You got somebody experienced it on color. Then you got somebody experienced it in the movie theaters. And they're all sharing basically the same story with one another. That's a bond being built. And we don't even know on how many levels. They damn near all speaking the same tongue. It's a similar story across the board. And I'm sitting here watching this in real time. I'm sitting here watching it in real time, and I'm sitting here watching it from the watcher's perspective. Like I'm taking several steps back. I ain't never seen a Batman fan base divided. That's with Batman showing up in the movies, Batman showing up in the Justice League cartoons. That's with Batman having his own animation special. That's with Batman movies coming out at the same damn time. I ain't never seen Batman fans divided. I've never seen Superman fans divided. I haven't. And I've seen these characters pop up in all forms of medium. And I don't know. Folks gonna be like, well, you're not really a fan. I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd first. I'm a nerd first. Don't let the gray hair, don't let the melanin, don't let the locks fool you. I'm a nerd first. So when we checking for these fandoms, oh, I've been a part of these fandoms. Then bought the DVDs, then bought the Blu-rays, then went to the movies and everything, then bought the action figures, then bought the comic books. Oh, I'm that nerd. So when folks like to talk, bought Wizard magazines, all the fan base, before social media was social media, when social media. No, I didn't been tapped in, so we're not gonna do that. I've never seen a fan base divided. I've never seen a fan base divided. This is wild to me. And I'm looking at some of the most ignorant excuses being given as to why. And that's coming from everybody. That's coming from everybody. I'm looking like, ooh, we putting on a nice little show. We let our ignorance be seen for the world. That is crazy. In ways in which no other demographic has been divided with their favorite character. Oh, we putting it on for Front Street. Oh, we showing out for the masses. We are all loud on social media. And there are so many of us content to be loud and wrong on both sides, all sides, whatever you want to say. And I'm like, ooh, only here. So I'm trying to figure out if you are a Black Panther fan. Now I'm going to ask that question again because I see more people pulling up. Regardless of who you are, in the comics, T'Challa took Claw's arm when he was around about 10 or 12. He did, not Ultron. He did it in retaliation for Claw deleting his father, T'Chaka. It wasn't Zemo. Does that make you feel some type of way that Ultron is credited for Claw missing an arm just because he got upset, was in his feelings? Like it didn't mean anything when Ultron, because he even apologized for, oh, my bad. Oh, my bad. You don't, as a Black Panther fan, regardless of where you coming from, that don't sit in your spirit. If it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I'm telling you, as a Black Panther comic book fan, we was in our feelings about that. We were in our feelings, but I need you to know we was in our feelings about that. I need you to know. We damn sure was. We damn sure was. Question. Scion means something to me. I have other siblings, but they're by my father, and I've never met them. I would like to, right? They can tell me about dad. But Scion is T'Chaka's younger brother. There's value there. That's the guy that raises T'Challa, Shuri, and Hunter after his older brother is deleted. That's the same dude who yields the mantle to T'Challa. That's the same dude. That's the same dude who sacrifices his life for the Queen Mother Ramunda when Dr. Doom, you know that dude y'all getting ready to go see? Y'all, I'm good. Getting ready to go see the thing that Hasbro just dropped a brand new inspired action figure for. That dude, Yeah. That dude tried to delete the Queen Mother Ramona, and would have if Sion, T'Chaka's younger brother, doesn't step in the way. You either care or you don't. But I can let you know that as a Black Panther comic fan, well, everybody got who they always got. Like it's Bruce, it's Richard, it's Jason, it's Tim, and it's Damien. We got Barbara in there. We got Jim Gordon. We got Alfred. Certain stuff we just don't do. Like all we got Uncle Ben. We got Aunt May. We got Mary Jane. We got Gwen Stacy. We got Harry Osborn. We got Norma. I see some stuff we just not gonna change. We not we got Lois Lane. We got Laura Lane. I'm like, damn, all them L's and everything. We got the Legion of Superheroes. We got Cosmic Boy. We got Lightning Boy. We got Saturn Girl. Them will always be the first three. We got RJ Brand. He either is or is not Derlin. Pick one. I got it. I don't care. His son is either Chameleon Boy or it ain't. You see, but you see how I'm doing? It's some consistent stuff here. But here, when folks say, hey, I don't like this, are you hearing we just don't like? Or maybe if you heard or if you listen to what we saying we don't like, you can be like, wait a minute. You would ask some questions too. But if you don't read the comics, you don't know to ask the questions. And as a comic book fan, I'm not trying to make you feel some type of way, question your knowledge, your loyalty to the character. I'm just saying, he can actually do more than that, right? No, for real. I mean, you ain't got to read the comics. I tell you, he can do more than that. You mad because I'm telling you. You mad because I'm telling you, but they not telling you. Well, who you go? That's when I throw my hands up. That's when I throw my hands up because it's like you're telling me you don't read the comics. Cool, that's fine. You don't have to. You like what you got going on in the MCU. Cool, that's fine. That is absolutely your right. But you don't want to know when they kind of like ain't giving your favorite character the props they supposed to. like like somebody said, ain't nobody arguing with no Hulk fan. Hulk fans bad. Hey man, Hulk ain't getting the respect he's supposed to, man. We sick of this. Who who took who thought they was wrong for feeling that way? We were like, yeah, because I'm not. I don't know about this whole Hulk losing the Thanos thing. I don't know about that at all. I don't know. You ain't got no Infinity Gauntlet, and you just go, okay, I don't know about that one. I don't know. You talking about what was the justification they said? They said he didn't have time to get mad. I would have never threw that in no Hulk fan face. Hey, you know why he lost the fight? Why? Because one, Thanos ain't give him no time to get mad because Thanos is that strategic of a fighter. So that's why he just cut Bruce down the sides like that. Ooh, I would be trying to get cussed out. You say Cyclops, you say they tried, they finally finna get they due. Cyclops fans got, because I'm one of them. I'm one of them. Cyclops fans, we got mixed feelings about this. I'm telling you right now, we got mixed feelings about this. Because one, not only do we feel like our character never got done right, the actor James Marsden didn't get done right. Okay, all right, cool. Now, mind you, James Marsden still look like a little young spry fella. He don't look too far off from where he was when he was over there in the Fox movie. Right? We finally finna get James Marsden, Cyclops in a comic book more accurate costume. Cool, cool. We also getting an action figure for that too. Got mine on pre-order. Damn sure do. So we got it on pre-order, right. We got James Marsden. Okay, I got mixed feelings. Because how long am I supposed to be excited about this? Until he take a dirt nap. Now watch this. Either way it go, I know he's supposed to take a dirt nap. Like I can't get excited about this like I should because I'm currently covering Secret Wars. And you said, man, I know with the Phoenix Force, having consumed the Phoenix egg, I know what happens soon as Cyclops run up on God Emperor Doom. It don't go the way we wanted to. No, that it didn't go the way we wanted to as Cyclops fans. It sure didn't. And what they keep telling us, because I don't know. Okay, so when he down on his knees, he letting it go and everything like that. Is that his swan song right there? Is that man? I want my dog to get treated right for at least more than one damn movie. Like, god dang. After this, get deleted. Like we need to know that. After he get deleted, we got X-Men, whatever they're gonna do over there in the MCU. However long that's gonna take, another 5-10 years. I don't know. X-Men 97 is doing both of them justice. Now you right. You right. I be catching the clips. But you right. Because I don't, but when my dog said to me, my X-Men, I was like, oh, come on, somebody. Y'all finally get two. Y'all by proving T'Challa fans right. I would just touch my nose and I promise you, I'm not getting involved in no more MCU. Not after this week. No, I will not be doing that. From afar, I get asked questions, sure, but volunteer my I won't. I'm telling you, I won't. I said, nah, they're going to recast Iron Man. Don't kid yourself. He is the cornerstone of the MCU. Kind of like how they recast Thunderbolt Ross, didn't it? Like I said, you try to get me in trouble, Ray. I ain't doing that. They like it, I love it. I ain't got nothing to do with that. How precise Cyclops is with that visor, the expert tactician in controlling master. Man, that's my dog. You say my law, that's my dog. That's my dog. That's my dog. I say that's one of the reasons why I don't like Logan. They were like, Theo, man, bump that run. My daughter thought, she's like, Dad, you call him a run? I said, yeah, run. She said, Dad, that is so disrespectful. I said he 5'3". Kevin Hart taller than he is. Forget that run. He a house, what they call it? He a home wrecker? Yeah, old man, bump Logan. What you say, Symbiote Cyclops is a savage too? Yeah. Cyclops is so cold, they never show how that man could apply. They never show how that man could apply pressure. And bitch screaming for, yeah, come on. And don't nobody want to see that child either. I don't even know if I can call Jubilee a child, because she got a child. They some perverts over there at the X-Men universe. Anyway, we have 2 Thunderbolt Ross, 2 Hulks, 3 Mary Janes, and 3 Spider-Man, and 2 Doom. Damn sure do. Damn sure do. You didn't lie. You ain't lying. So my thing with this video is not to question one group's loyalty to a character. I'm asking because I know there are certain things that you can't do with a character regardless of where that fan base comes from, right? there are going to be some consistencies uh, with those characters, regardless of what medium they show up in, because the fan bases are by and large they're in sync. They have different experiences. They prefer different experience. Comics, videos, video games, animation, live action, small screen, big screen. Right. I know there are some people that, and I hate, and I get it. Their preferred Green Arrow is the CW Green Arrow. Like they ain't trying to hear nothing about no comic book Green Arrow. You better not go over there having that conversation. You better not go over there having that conversation. No, you know that's Oliver. We ain't nobody talking about Oliver dying. No, not doing that. Not doing that. And you got some people looking like how this thing finna go. Damn, I feel bad for the primary Oliver. They finna be locked in on the absolute Green Arrow. So I get it, but it's still gonna be some commonalities there, right? And so I want to know if there's anything that I know we all agree with Black Panther. We all agree on that. And like I said, that I might have had expectation when I wanted that, but that glass half full, at least there's more of us that are Black Panther fans. That said, when we say we're upset about something, it's not to question your knowledge. It's not to say you don't know. It's just we know there are things that Batman fans love. Bruce is one of the smartest characters in DC. That's what that is. All right. And so, does it matter to you that T'Challa is an intellectual peer to Reed Richards? Does that matter? You're gonna say yes, you're gonna say no, and I'm fine one way or the other. But if you say that does matter, then ask yourself: have you ever seen him portrayed as a scientific intellect anywhere near on the level of a Mr. Fantastic Reed Richards you just saw in the MCU? That's a fair question. I'm gonna keep up. I see you, brother Ray. The last CW Green Arrow of the prior to LOL CW version, the only one for small that was Aquaman. Yeah. People still crashing out the shooting and Riri intellectual peers to Tony Stark. I don't know why. Because that is what that is. And the thing is, if and that's the thing. You saw that to a degree portrayed in the MCU, because right now, with Tony Stark not being in the MCU, who are your smartest people in the MCU? It's Riri and it's Shorty. As a comic book fan, I know that's how that should be. Now, what they gonna look like when Riri get there, how they gonna reshuffle that, or if they shuffle it at all, I don't know. But those three will be right up there. Okay, well, if you agree with that, that lines up with the comic books. Then if a T'Challa fan says T'Challa should have been portrayed in that light, are they wrong? Is that nitpicking? Or is that simply wanting for that character what the other characters, again, I don't think anybody ever said Shorty and Riri wasn't smart. I don't think anybody ever said that. I think what folks keep saying is T'Challa is just as smart as Reed. What's the harm in that? There's no harm in Riri and Shorty being just as smart as Tony. Why is there harm in T'Challa being just as smart, portrayed as being just as smart as Reed? And if you say you're a Black Panther fan, T'Challa is a Black Panther. See how I didn't say the? I could, I should, but I'm being sensitive, empathetic. Well, if T'Challa is a Black Panther, he is a Black Panther, that's not something you would be like, okay, why we didn't get that? Why we didn't get that? And that's what I'm asking. That's what I'm asking. I think those are fair questions. What you say? We know why? I'm just saying, I think those are fair questions, and I think prior to, like I said, me, I believe Kings build bridges. So prior to me saying No, 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 no. And I'm only and if I'm engaging you on social media, it's my first time engaging you. Don't talk to me like you didn't talk to somebody else, because I'm not talking to you like I've talked to somebody else. I'm talking to you like this is my first time engaging you. So um let's have some meaningful dialogue if that's what we're gonna do. But I'm gonna say to you, I said it earlier, I'm gonna say it again. We looking real crazy out there right now. I'm saying we because I'm in it. I'm black, right? Okay, cool. Guilty by association. We're looking wild out there right now. The way we're talking to one another proudly and loudly on social media, and we're all claiming that we're Black Panther fans, that don't look good. It don't look good. I'm gonna say it one more time, and I'm hoping you can tap in. I'm hoping you woke enough to pick up what I'm putting down. It don't look good. It don't look good. If you part of it, I'm telling you right now, I'm asking, begging, pleading, stand down. Stand down. We looking real suspect out there. Stand down. Stand. We putting on a show. We tap dancing. Because ain't no other. I'm telling you, as somebody that's been living on God's green earth consistently, like 58 years, no other fan base have ever done this before. We got to stop. MCU fan, comic book fan, stand down. Stand down. Stand all the way down. Because right now, we looking more like puppets than the puppet master. That's not a good look. That is not a good look. It's not. Stand down. Stand down. If you can't talk to the other person the way you would want them to talk to you, and honestly, I don't even know if that's valid, because I think some of us just we talk to folks the way we want folks to talk to us. So just no, no, we good. We good. What you got, brother Ray? Um, Let me see. A smart, attractive, physically powerful, and rich character with good morals, they will riot. Yeah. You think we will ever get an icon? When will we get a Black Lightning or Static in DC? Or so I'm gonna say this right, right. Them the right emojis. Them the right emojis. We got Virgil on a TV show, wonderfully done, by the way, and found every reason in the world why he couldn't show up in the comic books. The main universe, right? And then we got him in the New 52. We did. Put him over there in that same group they talking about putting him over there with now, the Titans. Nothing. We've seen Virgil show up in Young Justice. And what did he have a problem doing, girlfriend? That's what we was talking about. Shout out to Nicholas Draper Ivy. That Shadows of Dakota, that was brilliant, right? Cody Ziegler, he got him right now. I think he's gonna do some beautiful things with Virgil. I do. But if folks want me to get excited, they have to think about the last thing they got that got me excited in relationship to the character. If I'm being perfectly honest, the stuff that writers such as Mr. Ivy and Mr. Joseph Illich have given us with the character, writers like Dwayne McDuffie, I, I'm not necessarily pressed to see that character back in the main DC universe unless they're gonna do that character right. And I don't think. In regards to Lightning, first of all, shout out to Cress Williams. I did not see that coming. Great job playing Black Lightning. Wish we could have kept it going longer. COVID, bad writing, and everything like that. But if I'm not mistaken, Jefferson Pierce was a main protagonist in one of those Young Justice seasons, right? On TV show, did have a series. I want to say about a year and a half, 2 years ago. I thought he was going to get some work with Power. Yeah, I don't even know how we can't get behind that. That's the black nuclear family right there. You got the husband, you got the wife, you got the children. One of the children is married. Oh my God. Okay. I don't. But never mind. Because I can get everybody else to get a family. That's the other thing that I'd be looking at. But like, I know you don't care about the comic books, but do you not know, first of all, the whole black representation thing, when we say that, what do we mean by that? What I mean by it, and I'm starting to understand that black representation mean different things to different black folks. But I would have thought the baby mama, the child born out of wedlock thing, I would have thought that we didn't need to see that in the superhero story. You did what I'm saying? Like, if I was gonna see that somewhere where there was gonna be a child born out of wedlock, I wouldn't have thought it would have happened in the superhero story. Ain't Luke Cage married to Jessica? Did anybody see Tony and Pepper get married? No, for real. No, for real. Did anybody see Tony and Pepper get married, or did Tony and Pepper get married off screen? No, for real. Because I keep hearing stuff and everything like that. So I'm like, so I get it. It ain't got to be one for one. It can't be one for one because the dude ain't got no kid in the comic book. Not in the primary universe, he don't. He ain't even married in the primary universe. He ain't. Despite the best intentions of Reginald Hudlin and Jonathan Hickman, we just can't get it. But that was it. We good with that. Like, ain't none of us. Because I know as a Black Panther fan, I was questioning. I was like, my dog out of wedlock? For real? Like, that was, I'm going to be honest with you. That was the first thing that hit my mind before we even got to the junior part of it. Like, out of wedlock? Like, bro, you ain't married. Nah, my dog wouldn't have did that. A Black Panther wouldn't have done that. That's how I felt. That's how I felt. That's how I felt. That's how I felt. So, what'd you say? She a baby mama. I mean, you know, I don't want to say that, but they not married. They not married. That's what that is. I'm like, well, okay, well, not. What'd you say? No, not off screen. They in a long-term relationship with a daughter. Off screen with a daughter. So I'm like, my dog couldn't have been married off screen. I'm trying to figure out when my dog, who literally froze when he saw her after saying, I never freeze. Yes, you did. You a lie? You did freeze. You did. You froze. Okay, you saying that dog who was looking lovely into her eyes, you remember when he was on the thing, on the transport back? Let me take my glasses off. You remember he sitting there looking at her like this? Holding his hand, looking at her all lonely and everything like that. Or, you know, you girl, if girl, you some biscuit up, girl, I'll sop you on up. Right? That's how my dog was looking at like, yeah, that's me right there. He wouldn't have married her. How this conversation go? T'Challa. Yes, Nakia. Well, first of all, I don't even think she had to tell him. I don't even think she would have had to tell him. I think my dog senses because, you know, he got superhuman cat-like abilities because he's a Black Panther because of his connection to Bast. Not because he got on no suit, not because he put on no heart-shaped herb. It's because he had a conversation with Bast and she found him worthy enough to award him the abilities of the Black Panther. Because that's how we do that with other deities, right? Khonshu, award the ability. Nabu, Kent Nelson abilities, right? The old wizard, Billy Bassett, Shazam, right? Odin, Thor, right? Zeus, Hercules, cool. I just want to make sure how we respect deities and everything like that, how they work. But anyway, T'Challa, Nakia, yes, I have something for you. We don't think he would have dropped down on one knee and put that ring on her finger right then, right there. We don't think that dude would have got down on one knee, put her hand in his hand, and put his other hand on her stomach. We don't think he would have did that. Like, you know what? Never mind. I don't be wanting to do that. I don't be wanting to do that because we the Black Panther fans. We not. And when I say we Black Panther fans, I mean we Black Panther fans. That means we own all these Panthers. That's what I'm saying. When we say we Black Panther fans, we own all these Panthers. Y'all telling me T'Challa wouldn't have did that? We couldn't have wrote that in. We couldn't have wrote that in. As that dude, Dr. Umar Johnson said, you don't find that suspicious? Never mind. I'm going about my business. Y'all know the Queen Mother Ramona's still alive in the comic books, right? I'm just saying. I mean, I know how y'all feel. I mean, I would like to think that I know how y'all feel about certain stuff. But what I'm saying is that because she's still alive in the comics, they can actually bring back Angela Bassett, is what I'm saying. And I don't know, hey, maybe we could do it like this, because I like, maybe we could make Angela Bassett the griot, shoot it, go back and go get her mama, like T'Challa went and got Shorty, and instead of Shorty being the, because I want sisters and brothers to have jobs. I be trying to spin this thing forward. Angela Bassett could come back as the griot, and it would make sense to Shorty because she gave it to the AI, so now she would just be giving it to her mama. Right. And now we got Angela Bassett with superhuman abilities. That's going to misplace Shorty. Because I'm trying to spin this story forward. But we can bring back Angela Bassett. That's all I'm saying. I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help. T'Challa, you have been served. Stop it. That's petty. I see what you did there. I see what you're doing. You being petty. Stop that. T'Challa, you missed this month the payment. The month the payment. Was that the accent you put on it? Was that the accent you put on it? T'Challa, you missed this month's the payment. Do I need to call the royal lawyer? T'Challa, you only have holidays. I have T'Challa Jr., school days, and every other holiday. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Now tell him, said, and remember Chadwick's speech, how he spoke out against playing a character with a single mother? I do. I do. I do, because, that's one of those stereotypes. And we remember him from being on, that soap opera. That was one of the things his character's mother was. The mother was a single mama. He wanted to know why. You get those stereotypical tropes and be like, hey, he asked that. I know he asked that. I'm not gonna do nothing else because I don't want them problems. I'm trying. I ain't doing. I'm picking my battles. Now we're gonna lose Trevor Noah. He's my favorite AI. Wait, no, Natalie being out there. Hey. So yeah, Trevor Noah was the AI, wasn't he? Damn, that's crazy. Which and that never mind. That listen, can't be no AI within the comics. So Trevor Noah would have to play the role of Casper Cole or something like that. We ain't got no AI over there. We don't do that here. We don't do that here. Let me see. T'Challa asked, "Are you sure he's mine?" They ain't married and they are in separate. Boy, look here. All right, see, I ain't gonna do that. I'm not finna let the devil use me. You trying to get me caught up this Big Ray? I ain't gonna do that with you, big dog. I ain't. You definitely trying to get me. You trying to get me. When I say you trying to get me jammed up, you trying to get me all the way jammed up. You trying to have these folks mad at me for real. I ain't trying to have no problem. Listen, I'm out. I'm out. I just want to come rap a taste with y'all and everything. And like I said, MCU fan, comic book fan, we all Black Panther fans. The main point of this video was to see if there's a common bond and is there something that a comic book fan caught, a Black Panther comic book fan caught that you weren't aware of, right? For whatever reason. Is there something that a Black Panther fan caught in which a Black Panther in the MCU wasn't given the respect that most other characters are given in the MCU? Is that something that would have bothered you as well, or not? I'm trying to find the common ground. I'm trying to find the common ground. If you have any other questions that we could ask in trying to find the common ground, let me know. They do call me your Wakandan griot and everything like that. So I'm trying to see what's good in the hood. That said, I'm out. For real though, the most advanced AI is Natalie from Riri. She's Savages, Vision, and Jarvis and Griot, and the last one he used and let Peter use. No lies detected. Comic book fan. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So, and I think that's the thing. I think I know me as far as being a comic book fan. I'm not gonna speak for anybody else. To me, it's just a sharing of knowledge. Just a sharing of knowledge. If you get excited about something, like I want to let you know, hey, I know what they gave you over there, but did they tell you what they made it out of? I know it tastes good, but did they tell you what it's made out of? Because you might not want it no more after I tell you what it tastes. And then if I tell you can get this same taste over here made out of higher quality product. I ain't saying I'm saying. Listen, I'm out. Remember the late great Don Cornelius and Chad? I have to agree. We don't. I'm pretty sure that there were some disagreements between Derek, Chadwick, and Kevin. I'm pretty sure there were some disagreements. But you know, at the end of the day, you know what they were? Brothers. You know what that made them? Family. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Peace.